Hi, I'm Todd Woodard, editor of Gun Test Magazine. Over the past few years, Gun Test Magazine has reviewed more than 25 rifles chambered in .308 Winchester. Of these rifles, I've assembled the top 10 .308 bolt actions that our experienced testers believe you'll like. For the older reviews, we've examined current versions of the guns to see if there were substantial changes between our original test guns and the current production rifles. For the guns in this listicle, there aren't substantial differences between older and newer models. We haven't tested every rifle on the market, of course, so we'll be interested to see which one is your favorite in the comments below. As always, prices reflect what we paid for the gun at the time of the test. Expect the prices of new or used guns to be different. Coming in at number 10 is a Savage 10PT SR. We dinged the Savage with a couple of demerits, but we recognized the quality of its build. It wasn't the most accurate gun in the test, and we didn't like the feel of the magazine fit and lock. But it did shoot sub-MOA with one round, which suggests the rifle could go below an inch with other commercial rounds or with handloads. We loved the bolt handle, and the AccuTrigger was among the best non-competition models we've shot. Coming in at number 9 is a Colt CBX Tac Hunter. We took off part of a grade for an adjustable trigger that didn't adjust much. Once we were finished being very picky, we thought the Colt CBX shot very well. It appears that the bedding block and flat-bottomed action may have something going for them. We also really liked the bolt and how easy it was to disassemble and clean. At number 8 was a Savage Axis II. This rifle neatly solves a lot of problems. You do not have to purchase a rifle, then select a scope and sight the rifle in. Purchase the rifle with a bore-sighted scope and you will be on the paper at 100 yards, with little final adjustment to be made. The Axis II was reliable and cannot be faulted on any major count. It works well, it is accurate enough for hunting to well past 100 yards, and it is affordable. With the new stock design and AccuTrigger, the rifle is superior to the original Axis rifle and is a solid best buy. At number 7 was a Savage Model 12 FV. The Savage Model 12 is the most accurate rifle tested this month. Fired from the bench, recoil was modest, and the rifle never failed to impress us. It was not such a joy to lug back and forth to the 100-yard line, which we did with each rifle to see how weight impacts the shooter. Firing several 3-shot groups and trudging to the berm and back was a part of the test that favored lighter rifles. The LOP is slightly longer than the other rifles, but we felt the advantage of the recoil pad made it worthwhile. Next up was a Weatherby Model 307. Weatherby tried to use the best elements from the very popular Remington 700 design and correct its shortcomings. We think they did a great job on this new rifle line. Coming in at number 5 is a Remington Model 7 CDL. A nice piece of wood, a good trigger, and a compact 20-inch barrel on a rifle that could really shoot. It won our accuracy contest for this batch of rifles, shooting several sub-half-inch groups. We shot it, we worked with it, we thought about it, and we debated about it. While this was not our top overall pick, it came really close. Number 4 was a Tikka light stainless rifle. With a very functional polymer stock, the smoothest bolt in this group of test rifles, and the best out-of-the-box trigger, we really liked this rifle. We have found Tikka rifles to respond well to handloads, but we graded this rifle down a half letter because of its accuracy. Maybe that is not fair. Perhaps it is only an indication of the excellence we have come to expect from the Tikkas. Here's number 3, a Ruger American. Our evaluation was primarily centered on hunting, but we also decided that if we needed a .308 rifle for area defense, the Ruger American would be at the top of the list. A number of the raters compared the rifle to some pretty expensive rifles during the discussion, and the comparison was favorable. It was light enough, accurate enough, and inexpensive enough for us to want to keep it. Number 2 is a Remington 783, which is usually sold as a combination complete with an entry-level rifle scope. But we bought ours used for $200 without the factory optic. This was the most accurate rifle tested. This was a big plus, and there were no demerits to topple the 783 from the top of the totem pole. While the Remington 700 SPS is smoother, it costs a lot more money. This is a best buy. And number 1 on our list of .308 rifles is the Winchester Model 70 Featherweight Stainless. This gun had smooth handling, very good accuracy, and classic styling. Sub 1-inch groups used to be the exception. Now they are expected, and we were not disappointed. We really prefer the concept of an 8-pound total rifle and scope package when we were about to step into the field. This Winchester chambered and fired everything we tried. It was second overall in accuracy, only losing that contest by an average of 0.05 of an inch, and it was one of the smoothest rifles we tested. Add to that the beauty of the wood and the traditional styling, and it is our pick. To see our full listing of .308 rifles we've tested, log on to guntest.com and search for Top 10 .308. You can also search with your browser for Top 10 .308 bolt-action rifles for 2025 and choose the Gun Test listing in your results. Gun Test Magazine evaluates firearms head-to-head every month. For details, grades, and recommendations, check the guntest.com website. As always, I'm Todd Woodard, editor of Gun Test Magazine. We'll see you at the range.
You can learn more about this report and others, plus the latest issue of Gun Test Magazine at guntest.com.